Hi guys, welcome back to Love from the Kitchen. Hi, pull up a seat and let's talk about what's going to be for lunch today. Well, Carmen made some tortillas. And so we are going to improvise a lunch because we thawed out some chicken thighs. And what we're going to do is make either mini chimichangas or we're going to make flautas. So let's start by cooking off this chicken. These thighs are kind of big, so I'm going to put them in a pan of water. I don't want to fry them. I want them to stay nice and moist. And we're going to give them a rinse. There we go. Rinse them off. And I like these. They're boneless and they're skinless. So we're just going to put these in here. That. And we're going to cook those probably for about 20 minutes. We'll turn them over about 10 minutes through. So I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. And we will let that start to cook. Now, while it's cooking, we're going to go ahead and a little bit of salt in here, about a teaspoon. We're going to put a little bit of pepper in here, about half a teaspoon. We're going to go ahead and season some granulated garlic powder. About half a teaspoon. We're going to use granulated onion powder. About half. Whoops, I got a little heavy-handed on that one. There we go. And then we don't need to add any bouillon because we've already added plenty of flavor to that. So we're just going to let that cook. Oh, we're going to add some California chili powder, which is essentially dried Anaheim chilies. We're going to put about a teaspoon of that California chili pepper powder. Very mild. Most people can eat that without any problem. It looks more intimidating than it actually is, believe me. If you can eat green chilies, Ortega chilies, Anaheim chilies, you can eat this. That's all the hotter it is. Okay, if you don't have a pan to cover, just use a piece of foil. And there we go. We're going to let that cook. Now, while that's cooking, we are going to talk about some recent purchases at the dollar store. Ooh, we have got to make some future recipes out of. We got this one. Now, these are not $1.25, I gotta say. I think these were actually $5. And there's half a pound of barbecued pulled chicken. And then this one over here is 4 ounces of diced beef sirloin with seasoning. And so we will make something out of those. Maybe over rice with some vegetable. The beef one, I think, maybe in a stir fry. I wonder how that chicken one would be inside a taquito. So we're going to let that cook. And then we will continue with setting up. We're going to roll them. We're going to put cheese in them. I've got a bag of 4-cheese Mexican blend, they call it. We're going to mix that in, and we'll use that as filling inside the little flautas / burritos we have yet to determine which they will be. Leave us a comment. What do you think they should be? We'll be back. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, and you can tell by how the outside is mostly white with red in the middle, pink in the middle. And this one, because it's larger, I should have cut it in half. It's cooking much slower than this one. But it is about halfway through the cooking process. So we're going to turn this over. Turn this one over. And then we're going to cover it back up. I did have to turn the heat down because with the top on it was getting a little too aggressive. And we're going to cook that another 10 minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes more. We're going to check this just by cutting it, because we're going to cut it up anyway. This is the thickest one. It's not done. See how pink? The pinkness on that. That's not done. So, to help it get done, we're going to go ahead and cut down some of these thicker parts. But it won't take much longer. That one's almost done. Okay, we're going to put this back in. We're going to give it another 10 minutes. Okay, we gave it another 5 minutes. Get rid of that. And the chicken, I believe, is done. Clean up this mess. And we'll just give it a little check here. Yep, nice and white inside, so no pink. We're good. We want to not overcook it. We don't want it all dry. We're going to turn the fire off. And we're going to cut this meat up. move this over here. And we're going to get a pan to fry in. Let's wipe off the stove while that's out of the way. Now I've got this pan, and because of its size and its lid, we can heat this pan with some oil to do the frying. But we don't need the lid for the frying. So we're going to put that to the side. We're going to get some oil out. You want to get the oil around 325. And you want to get it half an inch deep or so. Can't tell you how much oil that's going to take because it depends on the size of pan you're using. Oh, I don't know if you're getting that fan with us. Sorry, I totally forgot about that stupid fan. I had to turn it on because of all the steam. Okay, there we go. That should be enough oil. Probably somewhere around 4 cups. Quart. We got to get that up to temperature. We're going to feel really bad if that fan comes out over this microphone. But one thing this microphone's been really good at is filtering out noises. And so we'll see. That actually comes out in the video. Now we got to get this to warm up. And on my stove, that's going to take about 5 to 7 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer so I know exactly how long it's been. And then we're going to get some flour tortillas. We're going to get a spoon. I need to swap these places so you can see what I'm doing. I already saw the chicken. You don't need to see that anymore. I need to move this out of my way. There we go. Now, theoretically, to make a chimichanga, there's a lot of ways to make chimichangas. So let's not get into that issue. We're going to put some cheese in there. And then we're going to roll this like a burrito. Roll it like a burrito. There you go. A mini chimi. There's one. You want to put the... Oops. I'm letting it unfold. You want to put the seam down like that. Okay? So there's one. And when you put it in the pan, you want the seam down. Let's do another one. See how soft and pliable these are? They taste so good when they're fresh. And yeah, you can warm them up and reconstitute them, so to speak, to a point. But they're never the same as they are the day they were fried or made. I'm going to put some more cheese in here. And we're going to serve these with some salsa and some crema. And we just roll that. Oops, we're going to roll that first, and roll that, and roll that. Keep it down. There it is. I'm not the best tortilla roller. These are going to make a really good lunch. Give us your thoughts in the comments. And please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It'll help us to our eventual goal of monetizing the channel. And plus, you get to get some pretty good videos out of it overall. And we're just going to do like that, like that. We have we do two types of videos on this channel. We do the full cooking videos like this, where we show you how to make things. And then we do another set of videos that are video shorts. And they're usually fast food reviews or just short informational videos we want to put out. And so they tend to cover different audiences, and that's good. We've also got a food blog at lovefromthekitchen777.com. There's no. So we got 4 chimichangas. A little bit of meat left. Not enough to make one. So we're going to try and fry up these 4. We're waiting for that to get up to temperature. And I actually have a thermometer here that is a candy thermometer, they call it. It'll go up to 400 degrees. So we're going to put this on here. Maybe you can see it. We want to get up into this range. Right now we're down here at about 200 and climbing. We want to get up to just over 300. So it's good to have one of these thermometers. They don't cost much. I don't remember what we paid for that one, but get a candy thermometer so that you can measure the temperature of oil when you're frying. Almost everything fried is going to be at least 350 degrees. It will be the recommended temperature. But it's hard to get our stove to get up to 350 because I haven't fixed it yet. So I hope to get up to 325 maybe. Right now we're at 250. Let me see if you can see that. Oh, kind of, sort of. Yeah, you can almost see it. The bluish bottom half of that is the reading. Okay. I do this. Oops, missed it. And I do this. Now you can see it. See, we're at 275 almost. I want to get up to 325. So yeah, those thermometers are pretty handy. You don't have to do stuff like, oh, drop a piece of rice in it, or, you know, different things people drop in the flour to see if it reacts. And okay, it's hot enough. Let's get a thermometer. They're made for, and most recipes will call for a certain temperature. We'll be back when this thing gets up. Okay, I don't know if you make that out, but we are at 350 degrees. We made it there, so we're going to come back here. We're going to fry these guys up. I'm going to slide the camera over just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Take this out. Let it sink. And here comes the moment of truth. We're going to lay that on a spatula because I want to gently lay it in the oil. There we go. There's one. Ooh. There's two. Remember little Al used to do the how many licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I thought a he and a four. Okay, hey, look at that. We can cook all of them at once. And again, wipe up the mess. Hey, see how long that takes. Oops. I really don't know how long this will take. I'm setting the timer for 5. We want it to get nice and golden brown before we turn it. So we're going to keep an eye on it. This one's puffing up a little bit. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. We're going to check them and possibly gently turn them over. Yep, feels pretty hard on that side. Just don't want to. Oh yeah, there you go. You don't want to puncture the soft side that's face up. That one kind of separate a little bit. Okay. Let's do that about another. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to go 3 minutes. And then I'll let you know how long it actually took. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. I think they're done. We'll just pour some of that oil off. Oops, lay it right there. Pour the oil off. Oops, whoops. Right there. Oh, those are big ones. There. This is the big one. We'll do the taste test on this one. Mm. We're going to take a little sauce on here. Then we're going to take a little crema, drizzle it on here. Sour cream with a swag. There we go. We have our homemade chicken and cheese chimichangas with homemade flour tortilla. Mmm. Then we're going to do a taste test. Let's get into it. Okay, we're going to give a taste test of this homemade with homemade flour tortilla chimichanga. Mmm. Mmm. Good crunch on that flour tortilla. So I keep looking over here. Camera's over here. Mmm. Not hot. Just to reiterate the fry time, 5 minutes on the first side, 3 minutes on the second side. Came out perfect. 350-degree oil. Sorry, went down the wrong pipe. Came out perfect. Chicken tastes good. They're cheesy. Could have used a little more cheese probably. It'll be really good to put some Ortega chilies inside there. Would have been really flavorful. But overall, it came out really great. This will give us a base for future experiments and future ingredients to put in these tortillas. I would cook them the day of, though, so the tortillas are really pliable. Cook them the day you make tortillas, or make the tortillas specifically for this, and you're going to just love them. They're really good. Put your own ingredients, whatever you like in it. You can make them meatless, or you can whatever combination. Put beans and rice in them, whatever you want to do. But this one came out really good. Be careful of moisture. You really want the contents to be kind of dry because you get too much moisture in there, and you'll get a lot of popping and snapping if the oil gets to it. Okay. So anyway, thanks for stopping by and joining in. Hope you give them a try. Make some at home. Use Carmen's tortilla video. We'll provide a link at the end of this video to it. You'll see how to make your own homemade tortillas. You can make a homemade chimichanga. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.